Hello and welcome back to the full stream upload of Deus Ex Mankind Divided. This was played live on stream, which you can always watch at twitch.tv/builderbug. And this full game is going up in unedited form here on YouTube. I'm doing no editing like I do with a full Let's Play because I'm still sort of on hiatus. This is going up more as a courtesy because the first series is up, so let's get this up there for you guys too. Without further ado, let's pick up where we left off with Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Okay, we're back, and back to... here we go. And... just a really quick check, is that audio still working fine? I suppose I could bring up Chrome and try to monitor. Hopefully I don't start dropping frames everywhere again. Seems good. Cool. Excuse me. Cool. So we are back. Sorry about the little break there. We have talked to Seraph, and now we'll finally go see Miller. I did not get the Icarus landing system. Would have been really nice to have the express elevator on the way down. Whee! Oh, yep, took a little bit of damage from that. Alright, I like seeing good range on there. Okay, here we go. Oh good, they didn't stop me. Excuse me. Don't mind me cutting in front of every line ever. Oh, come on. Keep your eyes, just give them a hand. Interesting. Okay, where do I need to go? Is it... Palisade Station, go to those offices. And nothing else I need to go to right now. Is this where I am right now? Alright, well, we'll do this. Leave this area? Yes. Ugh. Settling in. Chilly. Nice loading screen. Looks pretty, but I like that it's not hiding the loading bar too. So that's a nice touch. Alright. A little chilly. Time to throw on a hoodie. Oh yes, go ahead, start dropping frames, that's totally fine. So I get for opening up Chrome again. Twitter, stop being dumb. Alright, here we go. Let's see if now that I've got the range extender on the radar, if it's just as difficult to see.
Cannot come soon enough. Hand it over. You better hope all your paperwork is in order, Hanser. An unauthorized clank.
I like how nobody's giving me crap for going through the naturals only.
Trouble as it is.
Is that right? 1 second. Central, confirm a BH-847. You must have some kind of super weapon under the hood.
What I have is a job to do, and no
Not
time
let
to
me
waste.
keep you there. Get moving, asshole.
Really? I'm the asshole, huh? Maybe it's because I went through the naturals only line. Whee.
Just make it through this shift.
Okay, let's take a look. Oh, it's a little more upscale in this particular spot. Not quite as, you know,
What is this?
shithole.
Nothing suspicious here.
It's not a great push broom. think some of those leaves are super glued on, or you know, part of the texture.
I don't want to chat. I've got work.
I can see that.
Vážně jsme k něčemu dobrý.
Okay, hold on. Let's see what we've got going on in. Get the calibrator. Government registration office. Validate the permits. Okay, well, you know what? Let's do the main thing here first, because I got Miller breathing down my neck. Look at this UPS store.
I have to help this customer. If you have other things to do, maybe you could come back
This customer
later.
is poking around all this shit back here?
Take my advice. If you were thinking about shipping something to these people, don't.
I like that side eye from her. Keycard to access the elevator, yeah, okay. It momentarily
Alex,
appears on the thing.
This whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant.
You're heading into TF-29 already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play. Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
Oh, hello. Oh, that's a lot of, hi. How's everyone doing? This is quite the bunker. Kinda like it. Okay, well, let's waste no time then. I don't feel like taking forever and trying to access every single computer that I can, like I would in the Seraph Industries building. Ah! I'm chasing you. Chase. Tag, you're it. Yeah, I know.
Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, Aria, yeah, it was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there,
I'm alright.
Good. You looking for him? Because he's tied up right now.
Really?
in
He's
Lyon,
breathing
I
down
think.
my neck on my comm link.
Really? He's using the NSN right now?
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh, hey, that reminds me. Here's yours.
What's this?
The card for the shooting range. Chang changed all the codes this morning, said something about only giving access to people he's vetted personally. The bombing really freaked him out. Third one in 6 months. Can you believe it? I'm really glad you're okay.
No.
Thanks, Aria. I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Yeah, I better get back downstairs. It's gonna be a busy day. Come by later if you want to talk.
Copy that.
Jensen, we need...
Hi.
My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
Boy.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
Okay.
I'm gonna need more information about this snoop of yours.
I don't know for sure that our cover's been blown. But if it has, we need to know before our enemies have a chance to do something about it.
You really think there's a risk here? Maybe someone's just poking around the fake website of a fake company.
If someone points a gun at me, I assume it's loaded. If someone hacks into the website of the company that serves as our cover, I assume they're doing it for a bad reason.
Such as?
Everything depends on who they are and what they know. But we're in the business of dealing with terrorists. If those terrorists find out where we are...
Do you have 29 likes its privacy?
Sure. More importantly, Chang likes being in one piece. Unlike you, I don't just brush off explosions.
You got an MO in this hacker?
At first I thought it might be the Collective.
But you're not convinced?
Not Janus's style to leave crumbs this big. But whoever it is, they risk exposing us. If the Collective ever found out where we operate... My God, Jensen.
Maybe Janus knows already.
Hey, don't say shit like that. I get nervous enough as it is.
Wait, so what's my relationship with Janus or Juggernaut or whatever?
Designed to be forgettable.
And these guys.
The kind of place you walk by 100 times and still can't remember.
It obviously caught someone's attention. What happens if we're compromised?
My guess, we dismantle and disappear. Agents go into hiding, director burrows into some hole, poof. No Christmas party.
Not no Christmas party.
I need you to find out as much as you can about our Snoop. Make sure we're not in danger.
Alright, you have any leads?
I traced our hacker Snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hull Avenue. Just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive
Wow.
feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment, access the computer they used, and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
Okay, so we've got that. That is an enormous keyboard. And what is that layout? There's no function keys at all down here. The question mark. Okay. @ doesn't go there. What?
You know who's been suspiciously quiet the last couple of days? The Collective.
I have issues with your keyboard. Why aren't you using this one over here? This one. That's a normal keyboard.
For crying out loud.
Look at this thing. You could be using a normal keyboard. You could attach this to your 27-inch laptop. Jeez.
Are you two actually praising the Collective?
We're comparing notes. If we don't learn the way these people think, we'll
You look important.
Hey, Agent Jensen. Nice work in Dubai. But still, you know what I want to know is who those ogged up guys in the gold masks were. I'll be compiling all the case files, and as soon as I know anything, it'll be up on the board.
Negative. They're saying it was faulty wiring.
Purity First is an anti-aug group dedicated to keeping humans human. All pure, no augmentations. In their obsessive pursuit of this goal, they have taken extreme measures and are suspected of being responsible for multiple acts of breaking and entering, vandalism, and theft. On occasion, they've even
Oh, jeez. Do you have that much to say about every single thing here?
Push for their goal of human purity. They've been quiet since the incident.
Preemptive action would be great if we knew where to start.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list.
The classic Diwali structure has 2 spies, or pakhans, working for the lieutenant who report directly to the boss, to make sure he stays the boss. Those guys are pretty violent.
I'd love to get a look at the bond site myself, but...
Here we go. The Church of the Machine God, and to some, the Church of the Machine, without the God. And then again, to others, the Singularity Church of the Machine God. This group has so many names and subgroups, it's hard to keep track. And believe it or not, they've been around in one form or another since the early 1970s. There are a lot of contradictory reports on who they are and what they want, but in general, they all want the same thing. They want to merge their consciousnesses and become one with the machine god through a ritual they call
Ascension. Great. I'm out. Eh. You don't have a name. You don't have a name.
They're saying it was faulty wiring.
Alright, I'm gonna avoid getting into coworkers' files right now. I'm not the security expert here. Because I could do it in the last place. I was like, hi, I'm the security expert. I'm just checking your security. Looks like it sucks because your password is on a post-it right next to your freaking computer.
It is Jen.
Agent Singh. Wasn't expecting to see you again. In civvies, at least.
Just passing through. I wanted to thank your team for the backup in Dubai. That sting went to hell faster than the storm did.
You're welcome. But I don't think you came all this way to say thanks.
Director Miller asked me to get Agent McCready up to speed. Now I have the red-eye flight back to Oman.
Headed into the field office there?
Not exactly. One of our black sites. I'll be dropped in as a captured enemy combatant. After I contact my fellow Jinn prisoners, I shall lead a very convenient escape.
Re-embedding with the Jinn. Aren't you taking a big risk, given everything that happened?
No choice. That ambush knocked everyone on their asses. TF-29, Bell Tower, the Jinn. To cover all the angles, I need
It looks like he has a necktie, but he doesn't.
You killing the signal booster at the hotel should help.
You're thinking the Jinn can get a beat on our gate crashers faster than TF-29.
Perhaps. They do not like loose ends. An augmented kill squad with military training. Have you ever seen anything like it?
Yeah, once. But it's a long story. Did we get anything out of the cleanup operation?
Mostly corpses. Heavily augmented, as you know. Under those gold masks, they were ID scrubbed. No prints, no dentals, no DNA match. Professional.
Could still be ex-Bell Tower. Plenty of men and material went AWOL after the incident. A competing faction that listened in on Shepard's sale.
It's a possibility. The audits and investigations of Bell Tower will go on for years before we know how many rats jumped from that ship. At least we recovered the weapons. Unlisted. High spec. Military-grade augmentation. Enough to build another couple of you. That is it.
Right. It's the world we live in. Anyone with an exemption to the weaponized augment ban is a useful tool. Or a terrorist.
Weaponized augment ban.
Whoever they
Well, that
were,
makes
they
a
knew
certain kind of
exactly
sense.
when the deal was going down. Any chance they were based locally, in Dubai?
No. After the incident, Dubai became the world's most luxurious tombstone. Perfect for the Jinn, but for no one else.
I thought human augmentation was frowned on in the Middle East. Why was Dubai
Because
hit
it's
so hard?
Dubai.
Because it was another world. Two other worlds, in fact. One of extreme augmentations in gold or crystal, and one of thousands of workers outfitted for construction. Then, that day.
I know.
No, Agent Jensen, you could not. Some called it divine punishment. But that day was not the work
Yeah,
of
I
a
was at
merciful
Panchaea.
God.
I know.
I don't envy what you've got ahead of you.
Actually, I'm looking forward to it. The truth is, when you've been under for long enough, you only feel like an imposter out here, in the real world.
Yeah, I understand the feeling.
Just don't lose track of what the real you is.
If we want to catch Janus, we're going to have to get creative because nothing we're currently doing works.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
The collective shut down London's transit.
Let's see, this is McCready's office, but... Oh! This is my office. Oh yeah, from Aria. Third quarterly shooting competition is almost on us. Firing range is always open, featuring any firearm in the arsenal with unlimited ammunition. Have you practiced enough? From Director Millie, this is an address to the recent mission. This is to address the recent mission in Dubai. We all know someone who died in that action. Our one consolation is that they died doing what they all believe in, trying to make the world a better place. However, there's no excuse for the mission going to hell the way it did. The reasons it did are now under thorough investigation. We can all do better than this, and from now on we will for them. Further, rumors have come to my attention which question why we were in charge of the op in the first place rather than stationed with Scott. These speculations are a distraction and strongly discouraged. Please remain focused on the actual task at hand. Those are people we lost. It falls to us to avenge them. Memorial services will be forthcoming. From Delara Auzene. Having recently joined the team, I wanted to briefly introduce myself. My name is Dr. Delara Auzene, now resident psychiatrist for the Prague Bureau. In addition to providing consultancy training for psychological profiling, hostage negotiation, and criminal communication, I will also be the person responsible for staff psychological assessment and counsel. Due to the nature of our work here at Task Force 29, every agent has a high risk of exposure to emotional stress and potential trauma. Mental health is just as important as physical health, if not more, so it's important for you to have access to relevant professional support both during and after any case you might be working on. I look forward to meeting everyone individually over the following weeks for an initial consultation. Neuropazine order. Agent Jensen, I've noticed you've not yet picked up the supply of neuropazine I ordered for you this month. I also noticed this is the third time in a row you've been late picking up your prescription. In my experience, agents like yourself are prone to testing their limits, denying themselves the crucial medicine they need due to either pride, overinflated sense of machismo, or a well-intentioned but misplaced belief that others might need it more. None of these reasons describe you or sincerely apologize, but it suggests you not be late again, or I'll be forced to assume you are obtaining the drug somewhere else illicitly and will have to report you to the head office. Never mind that I do not need neuropazine. I have, like, the gene that is... Neuropazine, for those who didn't play the first game, is what is used to make sure that you don't reject the augmentations. And Jensen can just do that on his own. There's no need for neuropazine, but he's the only one, and the research based on his DNA was never made public. So... Still waiting on your after-action report. We gotta file. Drag your heels much longer and write it up myself. Guaranteed you won't look good in it. This fucking asshole. Duncan McCready. Is this really my desk? With Og is here. Wow. Where the hell is McCready? Duncan McCready. Here we go. Hi.
Is there something I can help you with, Agent?
I hear you're on point looking into the gold mask mercs that hit us in Dubai. Any leads yet?
Christ, I know I'm good, Jensen, but I've only been on it for 5 minutes.
A lot can happen in 5 minutes, McCready. You check with the ME yet? Get anything off the bodies we recovered?
Leftovers are on ice at the Oman substation. I've been told they were scrubbed clean as summer whites. No prints, no dental, no nothing.
So in other words, it's no steps forward and 2 steps back.
For now. That's why it's a good thing you disabled the Jinn's comms booster in Dubai. Singh's cover with the Jinn is still intact. I'm hoping once he's back in Basra, he can use his network to dig around. Maybe these gold masked jokers will ping locally. Probably another fucking jihad looking to make some noise.
I don't know. I'm not so sure we should be looking for these guys in the desert.
Ah, is that so? You have some new information you feel like sharing?
Come on, McCready. These guys were augmented with military-grade hardware. Body augmentation goes against Muslim beliefs. They weren't jihadists. We're dealing with something new here.
I can see where you're going with this, Jensen, and I'm asking you right now to back off it. It's not your case.
Come on, McCready. We're not a couple of beat cops filling a monthly quota here. This isn't about whose collar it is. It's about getting the people responsible. Full stop.
Look, I get what you're saying, but I'm working a $5 investigation on 50 cents worth of shit. I've got speculation to spare, mate. Listen, I know I come off strong. I've got 3 ex-wives that'll back that up. But that's just how I'm built.
Excuse you being
Putting
a
on a
douche.
show for the new guys, I'm gonna change what's underneath.
I can appreciate that kind of honesty.
Good. So when I say I'm impressed with how you handled yourself in Dubai, you can appreciate that I meant it. With that sandstorm giving us colonics, stripping the juice box out the chopper was an inspired choice. But that mission is over, and your involvement in it ends now. Got it?
Yeah. But tell me, why do you
Yeah,
think
I
the
get
bodies
it.
from Dubai were so
But I have
far?
more questions.
Fuck knows. Rumor is that Oman was pissed that we got the green light for the gig in the first place. Can't blame them, really.
You don't think it's strange we got the call over them?
I stopped questioning the logic of the big noise a long time ago. What I'm told is we were the only team ready to go.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So then you know what I know. That everything?
I don't care about his story.
Yeah, I got it. It was nice talking to you, McCready.
No, it wasn't.
Need Jim's keycard. NSN servers restricted access. Okay, well that's getting looked at. Oh, there's a green magnifying glass over here. What's this about?
The people studying the train station security camera footage asked my opinion about how vulnerable the surveillance system is.
You know, state police aren't above.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Okay, maybe I need to head back downstairs for whatever the... I know I can go to the shooting range. That might not be such a bad idea. Ooh. Yoink, yoink. Hi.
There was another attempt to breach our firewall last night.
Briefing room.
Close my eyes for all the
Shooting range. Oh, just a point of interest, that's all. Enter the shooting range.
So, you've decided you need some practice, huh?
Guide. When you enter the shooting range, your inventory will temporarily be removed. It will be restored as soon as you leave. You can use any of the weapons in the shooting range. Very different ammo types. Okay. Ah, that's not...
You know the best tip my training officer ever gave me? Reload your weapon before it's empty. Saves time. If you zoom in using iron sight, you'll acquire targets faster. Try it. You'll see the difference. Of course, you know a headshot is the fastest way to take down a target. But watch out for helmets. They'll slow you down.
Combat rifle.
Okay, if your target is wearing armor, you'll do less damage per round. It takes to get through? Let's try armor piercing this time.
Armor piercing ammo. Weapon management. Okay. Now on that. Nice.
Easier, right? Remember that, Agent. The right tool for the right situation. It could save your life. Now, let's take a look at the technical targets. These are tougher to disable using regular ammo.
Come on.
They tell me shooting security devices isn't usually the best way to go. You should
Hold X and press LT to holster a weapon, not worried about that. Hold X and press RT to cycle between the current and the last used. X and RB to cycle between current and last used grenade. And ammo cycling. Nah.
try to disable them.
Aha. Ooh, EMP rounds.
Once you've disabled a security device, your armor-piercing rounds will take it out more easily. You should always have at least one backup weapon, so you can improvise, adapt, overcome any situation. Hoorah! Seems like you're warmed up now. Let's go over some of the other aspects of your weapons.
Alright, pressing. I'm pressing the thing to open the inventory. It's not working. Hey, good. It stopped. Great. Oh, I was holding. Wide open, customize. Armor piercing ammo. Attach. Silencer. Detach permanently. Why? A silencer of all things should be able to be detached. I mean, I think it was like that anyway, but still.
I like how silencers reduce sound, but the trade-off is less stopping power.
Open in-game menu, select the attachment, select a weapon. Yeah, that's more what I'm used to. God, that silencer is enormous.
See how much extra ammo you need because of the silencer?
Oh, okay, it's the ability to have it there is there. It doesn't go back in your inventory, it's just you can swap it to be off.
Back to normal. But if you need to be quiet, Adam, the silencer's the way to go. Just remember the decreased damage. You know, there are several other types of attachments you can use to upgrade your weapons. Keep your eyes open for them.
Pick up the crafting parts. Swap back to the pistol. By holding X and then immediately LB. Now let's open up the inventory. Customize. Select the full automatic option to unlock it with crafting parts. Oh, gotta do the same with capacity. Pistol regular ammo. Hold wide to open the customize menu. Select the full automatic option and unlock it. I did that. Oh. I see.
Again, reloading your weapon before it's empty saves time.
Pistol EMP, pistol regular. Jeebus!
The pistol in full auto will take down targets fast, but it'll burn through
Yeah,
your ammo.
yeah, I see that.
That's your refresher, but I'm sure you already knew
Yeah,
all that
totally
stuff,
knew it.
Adam. Feel free to come back anytime.
Exit the shooting range.